top tip for new students, I guess, if you can, do it part-time. It's just way less stressful doing 3 modules in a year as opposed to full-time, especially if you're working. Just give yourself the time and the space to do the course properly. And I'm a part-time student, and I think it's the best way to go.
I do work full-time, so if you do work full-time, do not attempt to start this study full-time as well, which I have done, and I am switching to part-time study from year 2. It is a very intensive course, and it's not easy, so it takes a lot of your time. So if you do want to do it properly and well on your exams, do not attempt to start year 1 full-time if you're working full-time.
What's really helped me is the time management and actually taking it very seriously and getting into a routine. I realized that if I didn't stay on top of the work and I didn't take it very seriously, then I'd get completely lost and I wouldn't be able to come back from it. But yeah, what's most helpful is just sort of saying, well, no, these are my set times for working, and I'm going to work at this time.
If you can get together with a group of fellow students that also want to sort of work towards the assignments or work towards the test, I had a small group of people that I work with, and you can bounce ideas off each other, and it really helps to feel that you're not just there on your own.
I'd also say, if I had to give another tip, was probably to just stay on top of things. So there's a really clear structure to follow. Every week you've got a quiz to do, you've got lecture notes. If you just stay on top of that, it all fits together quite nicely by the end. So yeah, manage your time, and being part-time is really helpful to do that.
You have to either be able to work several evenings a week or devote a considerable amount of time at weekends to going through the material, like as it's being done, like doing the background reading, doing the problem sets, and it varies between units, but certainly for the microeconomics and the macroeconomics unit, there's quite a bit of reading, and the problem sets are challenging. They do include material which isn't directly covered in the lectures, so it does take several hours to do that. So you need to be planning to have I don't know, depending on how fast you work and how difficult the content is, at least between 8 and 12 hours a week maybe, just to do the background, background and listen to the lectures, and then definitely leaving more time before exams.
Really, all that you need to cope is to really want to do it, and to have a certain element of self-discipline. I think that if you're interested enough in the content, which I was, and if you have a specific reason that you want to do it for, if you have something that you're working towards after the GDE, that it is a necessary step to do. Like for me, I had the motivation, certainly for my first year, of thinking that my grades I would get in that year would be then on my transcript, which would go off on my PhD application. So that was very good motivation for wanting to do as well as you could in those. So I think that you need a certain amount of self-discipline and to want to do it, and perhaps to be able to motivate yourself without having someone breathing down your neck.